In western North Carolina, a family is grieving after a lineman died on the job. French Broad Electric says Brian Blankenship was working on a pole on Tuesday when he made contact with an energized line. Crew members worked to rescue him until paramedics arrived, but he later died at the hospital. The company released a statement saying in part, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers go out to his wife and 3 children, as well as his other family members. Brian was a valuable, honest, hardworking, dedicated employee. He was respected by everyone who knew him. His loss is immeasurable, and words cannot express how much we will all miss him."